on manipulating and analyzing the data from the test.csv file, and I'm going to walk you through the steps which I followed. Like the first question is, I downloaded the test.csv file and stored it in the data frame. Okay, this one. After that, uh, I called my df. Okay, this was the first thing that which I have added data in the Python for the further processing. Next, I have displayed the first three rows of the data frame, as you can see over here. Let me just run it. Show the first three. Then I temporarily deleted the model column by using drop without the in place parameter. This remove the column for the current operation without affecting the original data frame. Okay, after that I have permanently deleted the model columns by using drop, reassigning the result back to my df dot. I verified the column for removal, checking remaining column names. Okay, so let me run it as well. Okay, after that I deleted 1 3 and 5 permanently using drop with in place. After that I have displayed the first 4 rows, confirming these rows were removed. In the sixth question, we managed to calculate the mean of the range column by using dot mean function. This gave me the average value of the data in the range. This is the average value. Now question 7th, I counted how many times the value f appeared in the type column. Then I replaced all the f values in with the AAA using dot replace, updating the column permanently. Afterwards I displayed where they were applied. So moving on to the question 8, I removed unwanted characters like comma, dollar, and the brackets and the cost columns using replace with the regular, and then displayed the 5 columns. Okay, let's go to the question 9, which is change the data of that cost integer to use as type. Okay, I changed the data type to cost type to this allowed me to treat all the values in the cost columns as integers, which made the subsequent operations more accurate. In the question 10th, sorry, I've calculated the average of the cost of the cost column using mean, and then calculated the average cost of each continent using group by. Okay, in our question 11th, I calculated minimum maximum standard deviation for the cost column, and also using .agg. This helped me to understand the distribution of the cost and each continent. Okay, question 12th, calculated the stats of all numerical columns by their continents. Okay, as you can see, and then I have created a bar chart to visualize the mean of all numerical columns grouped by using the plot kind bar. Okay, as you can see over here, id, range, cost, continents. Question 14, I've counted how many times each continent appeared in the continent columns. Okay, and then printed it. I displayed the percentage values in continent column using unique function, and I also showed the number of unique continents using dot ununique. Okay, it's in this it's in the 16th question. Okay, let's move to the 17th question. I applied dot value counts to the cost columns. Okay, to count how often each cost value appeared. After that, I described the output. Okay, let's go to the question 18, creating a histogram for the cost column, which is we used using dot plot kind histogram, as we are using, that's why we use the hist. Now after doing that, we use the histogram for cost, like for cost by 250 by setting bins equal to 50. Those who have 50 will show it. Okay, in the question 20, checking how many missing values in the zip code and type columns by using dot is na dot s dot is sum. and is null. Okay, this helped me to identify any missing data that might need to be addressed. In our question 21, I've dropped rows that contained any missing values using drop na and checking how many rows remaining after the operation. Okay, after that I've displayed the value count for the type column including missing values by using value counts drop now false. Let me also run this. Okay, I replace the missing values in the type column with xxx using dot filna and then printed it. In question 24, I permanently dropped rows with missing values and then showed the number of the remained of the operation. 938 operations. Okay, in index operation I set the id of columns as a new index using dot set index. Okay, and then I also deleted the index name by setting at index name equal to none after I displayed the first rows and accessed the specific cell id was 70 and the column header was value. I displayed the index columns and shape of the data frame, and then I reset the index dot using dot reset index. After resetting I showed the updated index columns and shape to the data frames. Let's go, I'll show you. As you can see, after that I've used the dot describe and to view summary statistics for the data frames. After that I've retrieved all the data from the first row and the third row of the summary statistics. In the question 28, I've sorted the counted values. I've sorted the values of continents column by the frequency and alphabetically continents and then printed it out. In question 29, as I have shown, selected and displayed the columns for rows 1, 3, 5 and 7 using dot lock. So as I run it, it will show this thing. Okay, at last I've showed the finally, like, I've filtered the rows where the type column was equal to xxx and they displayed the corresponding values from the value column. Yeah, there we go. So conclusion, these questions and answers like covered the data cleaning and analysis process for the database data set. By following this workflow I've successfully prepared the data for further analysis and visualization. So that's for it. Like, thank you so much, professor. This is all my work.